My name is Kelsey Ruiz, and my project is on Otomi embroidery and the Otomi people. The indigenous Otomi people are also known as the Nuhu, and they live in the central Mexican Altiplano region. Otomi people are mainly found in Hidalgo, Mexico, but they also live in Michoacán, Veracruz, and Puebla. The Otomi people speak 4 main languages and all share similar cultural practices. Around 300,000 Otomi people live in Mexico today, most speaking Spanish, but several of them still keep their Otomi dialects alive. This style of embroidery came as an increased need for income after Mexico suffered several severe droughts in the 1960s. Otomi embroidery is also known as tenangos and uses bright colors and unique floral and animal designs. Each piece is hand embroidered on ivory muslin and represents a great tradition passed down generation to generation. There is symbolism behind Otomi embroidery, and most are inspired by cave drawings and depict symbols of native flora and fauna. Animals are often meant to be bearers of wisdom and important news. Represent nature and fertility. As well, these animals and flowers can represent daily events of the Otomi culture. However, Otomi embroidery nowadays is also inspired by new experiences, including migration. I was reminded of this style of embroidery by the servilletas in my home used to keep our tortillas warm. I always loved them as a kid, and this inspired my project because I thought it would be something fun to learn. I started researching the embroidery and was led to Otomi embroidery and the Otomi people. I read several resources that had tons of great information about their history and the symbols behind the images. I am currently learning how to make Otomi embroidery after I purchased this kit online that already included ivory muslin fabric with drawings on them. The Otomi kits I purchased were from Etsy and handmade raw and true to the Otomi art, and some of the proceeds go to support Otomi artisans to help keep the art alive. The kit included everything I needed from a needle to yarn and a tambor frame. I have currently completed 2 Otomi embroideries, and I am planning on trying to complete my 3rd. I also hope that after the school year I can buy my own ivory muslin fabric and draw my own images and embroider it myself completely from scratch. I set 2 goals for myself, the first being to complete 3 Otomi embroideries. The second is to draw my own piece and then embroider it myself. I won't be able to complete the second goal in time for the project, but I plan on continuing to work on my embroideries even after the project. Some constraints I had was that I had to learn from several different YouTube videos and tutorials rather than actually getting to learn from the Otomi people themselves, which would have been really cool. Some challenges I experienced were in the beginning with the process itself. It felt very tedious and difficult at first until I got the hang of it. As well, I had a family friend who loves embroidery and constantly did it when she was younger, so she was able to give me pointers and help me make the process easier as well. Another challenge I had was running out of the string that was provided, so I had to go look and purchase more, which wasn't much of a constraint. On the next slide, I am going to show a video of myself demonstrating Otomi embroidery from the first step of putting the tambor frame on to actually embroidering onto the cloth. The first video on the left shows me putting the tambor frame onto the cloth and setting it up. I then put the thread through the needle in order to start my embroidery. I have to make sure to put a knot at the bottom so this thread won't go completely through the fabric. In the second video on the right, I start off by putting the needle through the fabric from the back in order to display the image on the front. I then do this a couple more times in order to show what it looks like once it's a little bit completed. And by the end of the video, you can see how it looks if you keep going. I feel very accomplished after this project because Otomi embroidery is no longer a tedious task for me, but something I use to relax and de-stress from my schoolwork. I also was able to learn a lot about the Otomi people and their rich culture, and I was very happy I was able to find a kit that supported Otomi artisans, since nowadays they are being plagiarized for their work. They are being plagiarized from big-name companies and brands and are not being able to fight back even after registering their designs under Mexican copyright law. I also hope to complete my third embroidery in time, and I plan on continuing embroidery and hopefully making my own from scratch in the future. Thank you.